All right, looks like we are live. We're going live on both Rumble and YouTube at the same time, I think. Think that's how it's going. I got a check mark for both of these. So there we go. We are live. And it is welcome to Tuesday Night Gun Chat. Usually this is just on YouTube, so we're going to try the Rumble thing here for a second. Sorry, I got some tools on this desk right here. All right. So if you haven't seen one of these before, it's just your questions, my answers. They're worth exactly what you pay for them for free. So that's kind of what we do. We just talk about guns and hunting and politics and other guy crap and anything else you want to talk about. This desk's a little shaky. I got to straighten this desk out. Get it to be a little less shaky every time I touch it. So, all right. So that is what we do here. And we talk about hunting a lot, obviously. And obviously, I live in Alaska, so there's a lot more hunting. So make sure that you get your comments in and everything like that. Get your questions in. I'm going to shout out the chat. I do want to thank Arkin Optics for sending out some optics to the channel, as well as anechoic suppressors. They've recently sent some stuff out. And then Pro 2A Tactical as well with the 458 SOCOM from a year ago, and Natchez shooting supplies with some 308 reloading supplies. So pretty good stuff. So there's some really good companies there. Make sure you go check them all out on my AD page. If you haven't gone to my AD page, all right, there is the link right there for you to join. So there it is. Make sure you type who you are in the chat and where you're from or that kind of thing. All right, and tonight's starter question. I hadn't thought of a real starter question yet for tonight. What was the first caliber you reloaded for? All right. If you haven't reloaded for any, then say none. But yeah, what is the first caliber that you reloaded for? Mine was the 270 Winchester. I did not reload. Well, technically, I reloaded shotgun shells with my dad, so 12 gauge cartridge. Yeah. So there is that. But the first one I ever did by myself, like loaded for, was 270 Winchester, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, like I got some good accuracy even out of that Browning that was horrible. So kind of is what it is. So whatever the first cartridge you reloaded for, put it in the comments and let's talk about it. Like tell me, did you run into any problems? All that stuff, all that good stuff. All right. So in the chat we got Anonymous F. Hit the thumbs up. We got Justin Pearman. All right. We got Hunter Kirk from North Idaho. Thanks for the package, dude. I got that. Like, I've meant to bring it down here and show you, but like, I got it. There's that. That 300 rum, the suppressor was bad. Yeah, it was awesome. All right. We have a anonymous F. Manuel Klassen, the first one he ever reloaded for was 223. There we go. We got the Scottish American. Hey, did you get a link? Did I send you a link to the live stream? Are you, if you're wanting to jump in? Hunter Kirk, we got 357 Magnum. All right. Good evening, Plowhammer. What's up? Rich B, what's evening? Hi, Chuck and chat, Northern Saskatchewan. My first cartridge I reloaded for was 30-06. There you go. Yeah, 30-06, like 270 for men, There you go. Getting ready for work, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I figured you were. You're still working the nights. I get it. I get it, man. All right. So, yeah, what is the first one you reloaded for? First reloaded for 6.5 by 55 Swede, and second 30-06. No problems. I learned from an old timer. There you go. Yep. Stay within the book maximums. Yep. Take your time, do it right, and you will be fine. You will be fine. So, and let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we're live on Rumble, but I'm not getting any actual comments from Rumble. So, it's here. Let's see. I think, yep. Okay, so I can look at the messages on Rumble on my phone. I don't know why it's not showing up on my computer. That's a little weird. So, all right. So if you're watching on Rumble and you want to drop it in the chat, I will respond to you. All right. So I got it on my phone right there. So that's what you're trying to broadcast to more than one things at a time. All right. Just started reloading for a couple of guys with 270 wind guns. Yeah, there you go. I have a question for any reloaders who have experience with Molly Lube. That is not me. No, I don't know anybody named Molly. Does Molly change pressure at all? First cows were 38 and 357. I know that I shot some Mollywood VMAX out of my first AR-15, and those things grouped like crazy. They grouped like 2.75 inches at 500 yards, which a little better than half MOA. I'll take that. So and it is okay. Now there's my comment from Rumble. Okay, that's coming from Rumble. Okay, so that did come through. All right. So looks like that. So if you are on Rumble, there you go. Good. All right. So just get your questions in, and we'll talk about what you guys want to talk about. So yeah, it was a good group. Yeah, that was definitely a good group. All right, Hunter Kirk might be the one to talk about this. I have been coding Molly since the mid '90s. Coding Molly. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of new fast twist 270s. Like a lot of barrels are going. Like a lot of companies are going. I know Browning is going to like that. So go to fast twist. 21 Sharps rimfire. I do not. All right. Yo ho, brother. What is up? How you doing? It's good to see you. FIB 83, Fib 83. So it's good to see you. Primers still seem rare for Magnum rifles. Yeah, they're still pretty rare. If you're willing to pay for them, I think I have a link to is either Natchez or Mid South Shooting Supplies over on my AD page. You can check it out there. Um, but yeah, or my MeWe page or my Twitter X. So, yep, you on YouTube? Yep, I'm on YouTube. I am on YouTube, Alaskan Ballistics. That's where I'm. That's where my most followers is on YouTube. So it's still too late to be at work. Yeah, there it is. I have everything to reload 22 to 50 and 30-06, but have not started yet. That's interesting. Like you haven't started your yeah 30-06 was the second caliber I started loading for. It's either Gun Broker or wherever you can find them for the mag primers. Yep. So yep, cool. Okay, so the Rumble comments are coming through and the YouTube comments are coming through. So we're on both sides there. That's pretty cool. All right, so talking about Molly lube in your bullets, in theory, it should decrease pressure. It's interesting. Okay, so you're the same as Justin Defib Blender on BoobTube. Okay, cool. There you go. I do not have a Tipman in 22 Magnum. I have a Tipman in 22 long rifle. I just got that. I did not want to get one in 22 Magnum. I don't know that I didn't even know they made it in 22 Magnum, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't have got one anyway because I wanted to start out with just 22 long rifle. I really bought it for my kid to be able to shoot because he can't reach the trigger on his bolt action yet. So once he's able to do that, he's going to shoot his bolt action a lot. No problem, Johnny V. No problem. Yep. Yeah, 1968 sourdough. I haven't posted. I'm not sure if I posted them recently, so I'll make sure I post them again tonight after the chat over on my MeWe or my Gab or my uh, Arms Directory page or even my Twitter X. So I'll make sure I posted all those places. I'm at AK Ballistics on Twitter X, and then everything else I think is just Alaskan Ballistics. So that's that. Yeah, check out the 21 Sharp. It's a 21 and a 22 LR cut. Interesting. No, I've never used them for game. I do have a fairly popular video called N65 Creedmoor versus 25 odd 6, where I do shoot them both at like 25 yards through ballistics gel. They do okay. I would not recommend them for really large game, but for home defense or like deer game, they'll be fine. Yep. Except for the cost of brass. Brass cost is so It's so important, and the reason why 30-06 and 278 Win have such a strong place in the hobby. Yep. But but you can always get a 30-06 AI too. There's an actively improved for just about every one of those cartridges. Moose hunting videos are so cool, especially for those of us who have never seen a moose in the wild. Keep those coming as long as you can. Will do. When's another 10 millimeter cartridge test with you and child coming? You and Chook? Chook? Uh, what do you mean by child? That's weird. Um, yeah. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I plan on melting my ballistics gel blocks down and doing some 10 millimeter penetration tests. I just haven't got there yet. I am not an FFL. Nope. I do not want to be an FFL. I don't want to deal with all that. So that's that. Yeah, Rich B, be posting some more stuff from it from the season. Like this past weekend, I didn't see jack. I didn't even take video of anything. So sorry. I saw a Serbu 50 cal single shot with a scope for under 2K today. Isn't that the one that blew up on Kentucky Ballistics? The single shot where you screw the round in. So, yep. Chook is too busy with the lady. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're Hotep on YouTube. There you go. Okay. Now I know who you are. Yep. How you doing, Hotep? Typo. I haven't chatted on. Yeah, on Rumble in a bit. Yeah. This is my second time live chatting to Rumble, so hopefully it'll be okay. I think it was the M82 clone. All right. There we go. Yes, it was. Okay. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for all the great videos. I still dream of one day moving up there. There you go. I haven't even got the money for it yet, man. That's a 2 or 3 month. I'm saving my money for it. That's a 2 or 3 4 month saving. That means not buying ammo for that much longer. Yeah, but it really just depends. Like I'd say 7, 8, 9 times for the synthetic stuff. Different for anything else. Hey, A Wilson. A Wilson 8. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us over on Rumble. Okay. So yeah. So if you haven't been here before, again, just ask your questions about guns. Put them in there. What's up, Curmudgeon, Alaska? So a lot of good little channels in here. Make sure you subscribe to them over on the YouTube here. Got Scottish American and Curmudgeon. I think Sunny Guns, you put out some videos, don't you? All right. So make sure you go subscribe to everybody out here. Make sure that you do that because you want to subscribe to everybody. That's how we beat the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't like us. So thank you. Good to be here. Yep. Yeah, we're just doing our little Tuesday night chat. So anything that you guys think about that you want to talk about, you know, as far as guns and hunting related and stuff. Yeah, it's going to take me about 2 or 3 months to save for the 50. Like, it's going to take me several months. It means not buying anything else, like not buying ammo, not buying primers, not buying powder, not buying. And I've not been very disciplined on that, unfortunately. So, okay. Looking good on Rumble. Thank you, Montana Moosings. I gave you a link. All right. Did you buy? I did. I have not bought a 50. Okay. Have not bought a 50. Um, did you buy the big 50 just for fun or for SHTF anti-material? SHTF anti-material. Do you have a survival vehicle kit? And have a good night. I gotta go. No, not really. I've got. Well, I mean, I've got extra blankets, matches, stuff like that. More surviving the cold than anything. Like not worried about like guns and ammo and the Russian paratroopers flying down, all that kind of stuff. I'm settling on either federal HST or Hornady critical duty defense. Only issues that I might have lean more towards HST because they have 9 millimeter that's loaded similar to HST. Yeah, then yeah, I'd go HST. So algorithm. I'm bummed out. I went shooting this morning to test the zero on my Taurus 40 Smith& Wesson with my HST carry ammo for the first time, and it was way off, and my rear sight would not adjust enough. That would probably be you jerking the trigger, and it would be way off. Um, yeah, and you know it's a Taurus too. Tauruses are terrible. Yep. Sorry, I'm just saying. Oh, I'm getting a 50 BMG as soon as I can afford it at some point. All right. With critical duty, I have to load RP to match. There you go. Sighted my Taurus in a year ago with regular Magtech 180 grain target ammo. It was dead on accurate, but I only tried to check into zero with my HST for the first time this morning. Yeah. Yeah. If it doesn't have adjustable sights, then it's you jerking the trigger. I promise. All right. I'm working a 7mm rim mag build. What is your load to go to? 145 grain Barnes LRX on top of max charge of Reloader 22. It shoots sub MOA and it's in just a great hunting bullet. You're doing great as always. All right, I'm trying. Like, I need one of those chats where I don't catch up with the chat. I recently picked up a Ruger Red Hawk 44 Magnum 7.5 5-inch. Would that be what would be a good factory ammo to buy just to have some fun with the 44 Magnum and not hunting anything? I put on my MeWe and AK ballistics Twitter page and all that kind of stuff. I put that up out there the other day. Just some whatever the cheapest 44 Magnum is. Like, you're not gonna get like anything that's bad. Ammo Inc., Magtech, Fiocchi, they're all good brands, and I think you should stick with them. So, yeah. When I with critical duty, I have to load to find someone with a flat range. Okay. All right. Since 73, Glock 40 or 20? 40. The 40 is so much better than the 20. Anybody tells you the 20 better is they are smoking crack from Kamala's stash. All right. The Glock 40 is way better. Okay, Glock 40 is way better. It's more fun to shoot. That heavy front heavy slide. By the way, the Glock 40 only weighs 5 more ounces than the Glock 20 because the slide's a little thinner, but fronter, further heavier. Yeah, the Glock that heavy slide in the front just takes the recoil right out. So I'm not sure if it is me. Probably is, but it could be the gun too. Ever shoot 22 quiet like CBs or subsonics? Yep, I have. I have not shot him from a short barrel pistol. I don't really want to. What's going on, Luminous Dave? All right, PC Bullet Empire. Ever used a 9.3 by 62? Nope. Took him a couple of dealers the other day. Mason round, not too big for even 100-pound whitetails. Yeah, nope. It is not very popular up here. There's just not, the guns and ammo just not that popular up here. Do you have turkey tail? I don't know. I don't know, Anthony. That's a good question. What's up, Alaska One Andy? Just waiting on my local gunsmith to start cutting slides for optics. I talked to him about getting my Taurus slide cut if I can put an optic on it, and I shouldn't have any problems zeroing it. Yep. What is your go-to 30 cal? My go-to 30 cal would be my 308 Winchester, Aero Precision 18-inch barrel AR-10. So it's it's pretty awesome. I had to get it running. I built it, and sometimes when you build them, you have different things that happen. Like I had to, fix a fail zero bolt carrier group, and I had to do all sorts of things with it. So, but that is my go-to 30 cal, 30 caliber load, and I load 150 grain TTSX over a full charge of tack powder. So 308 is awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah, 308 is awesome. I do have a 300 Win Mag that I'm probably getting rid of to buy the 50 because the 300 Win, it just does not group. It's just awful. So, No, SST is terrible. Only unethical hunters use SST. It's a freaking terrible bullet. You hit bone, it explodes like a VMAX. It's worse than ELDX. Yep. SST. Yeah. Yeah. Only unethical hunters use SST. I am going to start with 22 250 and Varget 55 grain VMAX with CCI BR2 primer. So there you go. That's a good place to start. I do not have a yeah, TTSX, not to SST. Yeah. Sorry, I had to say that. Would that AR-10308 be your SHTF rifle? Possibly. Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them. Like I live where I'm gonna bug out. Like there's, you know, everything is like I have 5.56s and I have 308s and I have 6.5 Creedmoors and I have 7 mags and hopefully I'll by then before then I'll have a 50 BMG. So Bruce, I've taken 6 Georgia deer, one of them with a similar bullet. It wasn't the same one, but 5 of them with a 55 grain VMAX right here to the neck. So you can do it. It can be done. Sad to me that iron sights are slowly going away from most, if not all, rifles, and it and if there is any, usually bad enough to get a scope or any other optic. Maybe, but like so, you just shoot so much better with a scope. Why would you want to use iron sights? Like, just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you know, just doesn't make sense to me. Like, get a scope. Put a scope on your rifle. Put some optics on your rifle. You can shoot better. You can shoot quicker with a red dot. Like, put a scope on your rifle. You probably have to remake. Oh, the Weatherby. Are you talking about my Weatherby 300 Win Mag Hotep? All right. What's a good 22 LR or bullet type game for small hunting? Whatever's most accurate in your gun. It does not matter. For small game, you don't. It doesn't matter if it's a lead round nose, flat point, or a hollow point. The hollow point, yeah, will break up a little faster, but yeah, yeah, that's that. If you use last 6.5, it's okay. Not SSTs, no. VMAX are great for expanding quickly, so they are perfect for small game. I use VMAX in my 243 when I used to go hunting and hunted small game. There you go. That's why I bought a 375 Ruger guy gun for 75th anniversary. Last chance for me. Wrong-handed. Yeah, yeah, they have a left-handed guy gun, 375 Ruger. That's awesome. Ultradon makes some pretty good sides. Yeah, what I've been reading is either people have to rebuild the whole gun, or is what it is. No, man, I haven't had a chance to find a 330 Win Mag load. I've got some loaded up that's been loaded up for over a year, and I haven't had a chance to go shoot it because I've just been doing everything other things. Like I have a full time job. Y'all don't share my videos enough to make me go full YouTube. So I'm no offense. I'm just saying that's the truth. Like you know yeah, like there's not enough of an audience to make me be able to go full YouTube, and so I can't do it um like that. So it's kind of is what it is. So 380 ACP a good self defense caliber? No, no, it's not. All right, I mean, it can get the job done, but that's it. I was living in New York and hunting there back in the early 2000s, and we were not allowed to use rifle on big game, just shotguns, muzzleloaders, and pistols during those hunting seasons. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I would not use 380 HCP. It can get the job done, but it's not that. What's up, Ken? Ken makes some good bullets. Y'all go check them out. ckbcastbullets.com. Uh, yeah. I love the 300 Weatherby. Yeah. So I have a Weatherby rifle that's in 300 Win Mag, and it's the absolute craps. Like, it's terrible. Me, I don't expect anything beyond 40 yards for 22 LR. 50 for me. Yeah. Cartridge itself is hard to get consistent. That you can't really expect supreme accuracy for them. Yeah. Even those SMK match ones that are so expensive. Yeah, you're lucky to get 2 inches at 100 yards with those. See that vid where those Montana boys got attacked by a grizzly? I think they were bow hunting and unloaded a heck of a lot of pistol rounds before it stopped attacking one of them. Scary. I have not seen that. Nope. It is scary. Good evening, gun boys. What's up, David Thompson? How you doing? Own two. Yep, 300 Weatherby is an awesome caliber. What's up, Warren Ambrose? How you doing? Yeah, I've had a couple of stare downs and a warning shot fired at a black bear before. Black bears uh, are more aggressive than brown bears. Brown bears hear you coming and they run away most of the time. Is 22 Hornet dead? Yes, 22 Hornet is dead. Yep, pretty much. Like it's been dead for a while. Like yeah, there are daisies over that coffin off over that graveyard. Like that graveyard's that whatever graveyard it's in, it's covered in moss and like nobody goes in it anymore. So yeah, 22 Hornet's dead. Yeah, sorry, sorry. I mean, I know there's no say that there's no such thing as a dumb question, but that was close there, buddy. Doing great, thank Chuck. Hopefully you are too. Yep. Oh boy, Hunter Kirk's gonna start a say slash set hashtag save the Hornet. He's gonna be just like Montana Musing, who wants to save the 6.8 Western. Yep. Yeah. I've heard so many stories where bear spray isn't effective. It's not even effective. And here's the thing: if a bear is attacking you, shoot it and put it down. It's already killed so many moose calves or caribou calves or anything like that. It those things kill like a ton of wildlife animals that you can eat year after year after year. Why would you, in any way, shape, or form, want to be able to do that? Like, or want to be able to just spray it? Like, yeah, 218B, Mashburn B. Yeah, there you go. 300 PRC versus 300 Weatherby. I would buy the 300 PRC, but it's not as fast as the Weatherby. The Weatherby is faster. The PRC is maybe 50 to 100 feet per second better than the Win Mag. So what the PRC is good at, like so, here's a 300 Win Mag case. All right, here at the top, it's 0.308 inches inside the diameter, right? But here at the base of the neck, it's 0.315 inches. So you don't have as much neck tension and they straighten that out and give you a better case angle for better powder burns and stuff. And that's what they do with the PRC. Okay. And it's 308 all the way up and down the neck here. And that's not true in 300 Win Mag. Okay. So you're going to get a much more stable flight with 300 PRC versus 300 Win Mag. I don't know about the 300 Weatherby. That's that. So, yeah, David Thompson is the one to talk about 22 250 with. So, what's up, M. Gabriel? It's good to see you. I've experienced tens of difference of powders and loads. Mine, 55 gram VMAX, and I use 48.95. There you go. Oh, I'm not saying if you have one, it's not a bad gun or a bad caliber or anything like that. But I'm just saying, as a caliber, the caliber is dead. Like maybe you go to a store and maybe there's a box of ammo. You go to a store and perhaps they might have an ammo. There's no guns made for it. I tell you what, though, I would love to shoot the Ruger revolver they made for it. What was it? Is it maybe in the Black Hawk or was it in the Super Red Hawk? I don't know. But Ruger made a revolver in 22 Hornet for a while. That would be fun to shoot. That I would like to do. That's why I'm getting into black bear hunting down here and in Tennessee. Not sure about South Carolina. I know it might be a no-no in NC. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you live out by yourself, take care of it. Drag it back in your garage. I've been moose hunting every weekend. I don't have I do not have I did not get anything this year yet. I still got one weekend to go. Yeah, because them city folks from the lower 48 haven't got much between their ears. All of them get color hair dyes in colleges. Yep, there you go. What's 257 Weatherby Mag like up there? Pretty much non-existent. Not that it shouldn't be a big, great caribou caliber. I would love to get a 257 Weatherby Magnum for caribou. That would be awesome, especially if I could get it accurate. But you know, after my experience with the Weatherby Vanguard, I'm just gonna You know, I'm gonna chalk up weather. I'm not buying a Weatherby Vanguard rifle. So kind of is what it is. Ever check out those smokeless powder muzzleloaders? I have not. They're not legal here. In muzzleloaders, it can't be smokeless powder. Uh, Christopher Aberneth, hey, what's up? Dead as a doornail. Absolutely dead as a doornail. Like, it's probably deader than the 22 Hornet, to be honest with you. All right. I mean, that was a cool concept, 9 millimeter neck to a 22, and then you could have two slides or two barrels and shoot 9 millimeter in one and 22 TCM in the other, and have some fun things. But yeah, kind of is what it is. I haven't seen many Alaskans getting anything in the Matsu Bureau. That's true. 350 Legend for uh, blackberry. Yeah, there's a big one around here. There's a big one around here. We've seen it, but we just it doesn't come out when we're there. In Maine, 22 mag is legal for deer. Yeah, that's fun. What's up, Rustinus? How you doing? It's good to see you. All right. Looks like most people are over on YouTube now, but that's cool. Dead. Yep. When you're hunting caribou, what's the closest you can get to take the shot? If you see the caribou, like, I don't know, it depends on if you're in open tundra country, if you're in woodland country. If you're in open tundra country, yeah, like, you better be able to shoot 400 to 500 yards, 600 yards. You better be able to shoot that. Yeah, that's for sure. In the wind. I killed my longest caribou with the 7 mag and factory Barnes 139 grain LRX, and uh it was going like 3,400 out of that gun, and I shot it at 459 in about a 7 mile an hour wind. So, tip, I was hiking a trail in South Carolina, North Carolina border, and ran into bear hunters. Might as well be one of those antique rimfire calibers. There you go. No, sir, but I am a 22 mag fan. 22 Magnum is fun. What 22 besides LR and mag isn't dead? 22 250, 223, 5.56 NATO, which is the same thing as 223. Not exactly, of course, but like they can both be fired out of an AR-15. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep, 220 Swift. I mean, they don't. It's dead if they don't make rifles for it. They might still make ammo, but it's dead if they don't make rifles for it. So yeah. Oh, 5.7 by 28 millimeters making a comeback. That's a good one. That's like a 22 Magnum in a centerfire. Yeah, I would a 5.7 millimeter. That's good. Well, thanks, PC Bullet Empire. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, 220 Swift is dead. 22 Creedmoor and 22 Arc are coming in. I think the Arc. I think the 22 Arc is going to be dead on arrival, but the 22 Creedmoor is pretty good. If I had to do it over again, I would pick 22 Creedmoor over 22 250 any day of the week. But I don't have it over to do again, so yeah, barrels wear out quickly. 221 Fireball for the win. There you go. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot to turn the heater on down here. It's getting kind of cold. T-shirt. Excuse me. All right. 22 is awesome. Thank you, A. Wilson. 22 over on Rumble. Love these new 22 calibers. Reminds me of this 45 gap fiasco. Yeah, that was a fiasco for sure. It was kind of, yeah, it was just so, like, who thought that was going to be good? I'll have a little SS Keystone Cricket and 22 mag that I use in my trail walking gun from October through March. Even with the scope, it's just over 3 pounds. There you go. Yep, too much is throat burnout. Yeah, that's a lot of things to do. I think they're trying to exclusively target 22 ARC for the AR-15 crowd. Yeah, but it's they're trying to target it as a 22 250 in your AR-15, and it's not, like, it's nowhere near a 22 250. Oh, David Thompson between 45 and 50 during the day. Ready for bad winter driver's truck, that's for sure. Why would Glock come out with a 45? 45 with their own 45 gap. Yeah, it was dumb. So 41 AE, yeah, yeah, 41 AE, yeah, 30 super carry, same and 45 gap. I think the 30 super carry is a little bit more popular than the gap was. The 45 gap was just, it just is what it is. What has happened to the 204? There's a lot of people still that use the 204 for varmints, and correct me if I'm wrong, Luminous Dave, but a lot of the native villages out there on the west coast use it. West coast of Alaska use it for seal hunting, don't they? Isn't 204 really popular for seal hunting because it's hard to get a rangefinder on a head that's sticking up in wavy water. So you just shoot something that's you sight it in like high at 2 inches high at like 100 yards, and you can shoot to 400 yards with something that's that fast. Yeah, 45 gap is like the 45 show. Yeah, yeah, that was 204 22 250. Yeah, there we go. Is there anything you can do to extend barrel life in those fast small bores? Yeah, make it out of a better steel. If you use nuclear grade steel, man, that thing will be impervious to heat. Okay, you spend $10,000 on the barrel, but yeah, yeah. I mean, the better steel, the better quality you make the gun, the better the barrel life is. Yeah, I'm really sorry to see the 30 SC didn't take off. I have a couple of three guns of that caliber. I really like it. Yep. I thought the 22 LR for seals, not if you're shooting 400 yards off the water. So 375 win must rise again. Hashtag save the 375 Winchester. Yeah, no, give me a 375 Ruger any day of the week. The 2i4 I shot was half-inch groups all day. Yeah, yeah, I bet it was. I bet at 100 yards the wind didn't even affect it that much because it's just going so fast. It's like the wind. By the time the wind blew on the bullet was gone. So, but past 100 yards, past 200 yards, I bet it's blowing all over the place. But yeah. What do you think of the Ruger Alaskan N44 Max? Seeing your penetration test, you think the short barrel is a waste? Yes, yes, I do. So I had the Kodiak Backpacker. It was the Red Hawk, not the Super Red Hawk, and I had it in 44 Magnum. And the Alaskan is better, but when you shoot into a medium, water jugs, ballistic shell, wet newspapers, any type of medium meat, that bullet starts to tumble in those short barrels, and it starts to tumble out different directions. Like you'd never know which way it would tumble. And so some of those short barrels will not stabilize a lot of the heavier hard cast bullets. So you got to go to a lightweight hard cast bullet like Ken here sells. Ken Bain, who sells the CKB hardcast bullets that I've been talking about at ckbhardcast.com. Um, yeah, um, yeah, it's the Ruger Alaskan 44 Magnum. I would get the 4-inch barrel Ruger Red Hawk, or I would get like a Ruger. I would step up to a Ruger Toklat in 454 with the 5-inch barrel. 455 Winchester Magnum would seem like a 4. What were they trying to do with the 30 SC? Just trying to get a 30 caliber handgun out there. So what I think they were trying to do was bridge the gap between the 380 and the 9mm, fit something right in between it, so that you could have a 380 size gun and get almost 9mm type power. Um, but the problem is you got SIG P365, like it's like that small, like it just is what it is. I have not eaten any exotic meats. I would like to. Luminous Dave, you need to bring me some. Seal, whale, ox, wolf, whatever. Yes, Criterion barrels are usually worth it. They're good stuff. Is interchangeable barrels, calibers, rifles have a place? I did a market study in lower 48, and most FFLs said no. That is correct. So like they have a place in Europe, and where some of the gun laws in Europe are so draconian. You're only allowed to own one or two guns now. So if you need a different rifle, you buy a different barrel. Right. So kind of is what it is. What's up, Philip Mullis? How you doing? Colt Kodiak. No, I don't know what the Colt Kodiak is. Um, no. For out of state, none of that's legal. You have to fish for the rod and reel. If you live in state and you're a resident, you can do what's called dip netting. It's a big old net, like this big around, and as the fish are running up, hopefully they swim into you. I showed a doe at 600 yards with the 204, and she acted like it was a mosquito. Well, yeah, because it's probably a varmint bullet that exploded on her, and she was probably going, "What's that? That hurt. That stung." Yeah. Frozen whitefish with seal oil. There you go. Yeah, Wyndham tried to do that with the easy shot. Pull the barrel out. I remember that. Yeah, I just don't think. Yeah, most people don't want to have to worry about is that barrel tight in there. They'd rather buy two guns than buy two barrels. Yeah, ARs are really about the closest thing. I mean, it's not hard to pull a barrel off an AR. I'd say working on an AR is way easier than working on a bolt action most of the time. So yeah, so there is that. Hypothetically, how fast could you swap an entire AR-10 upper if you were using it as your suppressive fire weapon for SHTF? Switch the entire upper? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? Push two pins, take it off, put another one on, push two pins. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it as a drill. I would not use an AR-10 as my suppressive fire weapon. I'd be using an AR-15 and 5.56 because I have a lot more ammo for that and a lot more ammo to make for that. So, what's the torque pounds for a bolt action? For your stock screws, that's different for every one. It's different for every bolt action. Yeah, there's that. What is your favorite powder for 6.5 PRC? So far, it's been Magnum, but I haven't really loaded for accuracy. I just loaded some stuff for test bullets for videos, but I ended up giving my 6.5 PRC to my cameraman, so it's not in my Possession. Colt Kodiak is the new Colt 44 Magnum revolver. Saul Hickok 45 did a recent video. Okay, cool. It's pretty much Colt's Ruger Alaskan. Sweet. Well, I'm glad they're having a market in there. Yeah, I would not buy a 44 Magnum uh with 4-inch barrel length or less. So that's that. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm going to go ahead and say hello to my family that has come home. So, guys, I appreciate you. Make sure you check out my AD page if you haven't already. That's where we go for all that. So, um, yep. I've tried the Barnes 130 grain based on your videos. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me know how it works out as far as hunting is concerned. Are you using it for whitetail or caribou or mule deer, elk? Let me know how it goes. All right. Guys, God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range. I hope all of y'all have a great night. Godspeed and good hunting to all of y'all. Take care, everyone.